Hey, Patreon fans, we love you. Thank you to all of you who've stuck around and been a part of this and told people about it. And we love creating this extra content for you, finding what is the weirdest thing that's come across our social media feed that week with a sports bent to it. This came across ours. Someone was looking at my feed the other day. I was like showing them stuff, and they're like, "You have the craziest feed ever." I'm like, "I know. It's all this weird stuff. It's like weird commercials from the 70s and 80s, and then this weird sports
golf
stuff.
tips and this weird stuff."
Right. So this came across, and look,
and stand up.
I'm not a martial artist myself. I respect people who do martial arts. Then comes along something like this, and I'm like, there are some martial arts exhibitions that I'm just like, why? So, Aaron, let's roll this. JB Ball is with us. Let's get into it as we go, okay? So, he is just using the weight of his head to break. Tell me,
It's kind of impressive.
The flip is amazing. He's not using any hands to flip, JB.
I mean, this would be cooler if this was like a Mario, Super Mario course.
Yes!
And this is how he's progressing over the turtles.
I feel like his mustache should get bigger if he's
Are
on
those
Super
wafers or are they?
No, those are cement blocks that he's putting his
But how is he breaking them all?
Because his head is going on there.
This looks like something the kid from Sidekicks would have fantasized.
Yes.
That's right. Sweep the thing. Oh, my God. Now hug him.
Less
Now hug
martial
him.
arts and more like a crazy guy at Marshall's.
It's
Like
so,
he had a concussion 4 of those ago.
right? So, like,
Let's run it again.
and you
It's
know,
126 in 1 minute. That's a world record.
126, and that is a world record.
That was bricks or damaged vertebra.
Yeah, that's right. I think it might have been damaged vertebrae in a row.
126 damaged vertebrae in 1 minute.
I mean, does he get laid after this?
How
What
do you
happens?
discover this skill?
Right. At what point he trips and falls and breaks the cinder blocks that he was making
I
a
think
wall.
you
in
should
his
marry
head.
the Hawk Tua girl.
Right? This guy and the Hawk Tua girl together could run, I don't know, a Fortune 500 cinder block company.
Yeah, well, I mean, the tagline is who gives the best head.
Right.
Thank
You
you.
know?
Boom! One says you got to spit on it. The other says you got to sit on it.
Put your head on it. Put your back into it.
Oh, we'll just let him drive home. Also,
so
my
many concussions.
God.
how many people are out at this thing, Jay?
It's at a high school gym. I don't understand how they got
He should
that.
have to deliver a speech to the high school seniors.
I feel like a chiropractor's just masturbating to this future
The
business.
chiropractor's like, I got this guy. Your
got it.
L7 just collapsed right there.
If chiropractors could have a draft for future prospects, they'd be like, oh, with the first overall pick.
I mean,
Did people pay to see this, or is this a high school assembly? I can't tell.
I mean, this is a guy. I want him to be like a helicopter paramedic, also to tell kids, like, listen, don't drink and drive.
And a helicopter parent.
Like
he does this to
kids
himself.
don't drink and
I
drive.
do this to me, so you don't have to.
I mean, to me, what would be great is he does this whole thing and then delivers another message, like, guys, sometimes no means no. Like, wait, what?
What?
How did he?
What are you talking
What are you
about?
talking about?
Consent.
Consent.
Such a
This is
weird
all
choice.
consent. So my question is, does he learn that he can do the flip first? Because that is hard to do.
Like flip alone, like even if he just set his head on a pillow and did a flip, I'd be like, that's impressive.
What if he can't flip with his hands?
Love that. I love the idea of why is the gi or the black belt necessary?
Not
That's
at
right.
all.
He's got a brown belt in stupidity.
I promise you, none of this was trained for in those arts.
right?
My man could be in like brown cords and a Coke-Is-It t-shirt.
And that would have
And
been,
it would work.
And
'Cause
it
this
would've
does
worked.
feel like cocaine energy.
And I also love the guy in the gold thing behind him, like his sensei, like being like, you did it all right. All right, there you go, guys. A little something extra for you. JB Ball, thanks for sticking around and
Of course.
breaking that down with us. Just insanity. We'll see you next time on the Patreon.